Hey buds! So during my first term of second year at university, I took a module called the Sociology of Gender. I know anti-feminists on here love to throw around the idea that we're all doing gender studies. I'm not. I did a gender module and it was great. My professor for the unit was one of the few university teachers I've had who actually planned activities for our seminars rather than just unstructured chat, which is what you normally get. And one of the activities she had us do, I've been thinking about a lot recently. I think it was really cool. Basically, she gave us some plasticine and asked us to sculpt something that represented what living in our bodies meant to us. I really love this idea, partly because it's the kind of like wishy-washy liberal arts nonsense that makes me thrive, and also because, you know, plasticine. The women in my class came up with so many different ideas. People made themselves very tall and very small. They sculpted bras and body hair. We talked about femininity, judgment, expense. When I think about what living in my body represents to me, I want to sculpt a pair of eyes. Especially with the sun being out recently, although frankly, even when it's not, a big part of being in my body is experiencing it through the eyes of other people. And I guess what I mean by that is that for me, and maybe a lot of other people, how I feel about my body is very much based on other people's reactions to it. I feel hyper aware of people looking at me and what they see. My feelings about a piece of clothing are very different when I'm indoors or amongst friends than when I'm walking alone along a street of cars. And I don't mean as in, oh, when I wear my pajamas inside I feel fine, but when I wear them to co-op people stare. I mean, I will put on a pair of shorts that I like and feel comfortable in and then go outside in them, and I can't think about that. All I think about is who is seeing me in them and thinks it's an incentive to shout at me or touch me inappropriately. There have been a lot of times when I'm walking along and I will look up and men in cars especially are just staring at me. And I don't want to sound conceited. I don't think I'm especially beautiful or like traffic stopping. I think that women occupying space in public is still seen as kind of an anomaly and reason enough to like stare them out or say something inappropriate to them. And I'm also very aware that I say that as like a thin white woman. I know for groups who have more marginalized identities, existing in public comes with even more like confrontation about your right to be there. There's still this view of white men as sort of our societal default, and anything else is worthy of staring at or commenting on. People watching is one thing, and it's a normal thing, but I'm talking about a blatant won't look away kind of staring, which to me feels different. When someone catches me looking at them, I smile and then avert my gaze. I don't continue to consume them with my eyes because I wasn't born in a barn, you know? This feeling of being watched also plays out in public by making me very hesitant to do anything that could be construed as ugly. Like, this is embarrassing, but there have been times when I'm walking along a busy road and I've needed to blow my nose and I've not done it because I feel so consumed with viewing myself through other people's eyes and so watched that I put that above my own needs and comfort, which is ridiculous, and I feel like a wang saying that out loud, quite frankly. On the flip side of that, eating things that could be construed as sexy, like an ice lolly, I will not do if I'm walking alone down a busy road. I can't enjoy a tasty summer treat because I can't stop viewing it through creepy eyes. For me, that's really what the male gaze is. It's being unable to detach your image of yourself even from the one other people project onto you. When I think about this, I feel like it's a two-pronged issue. Partly, if you look at our media and our films, women being portrayed as decorative, as eye candy, is very normal, and so people feel like staring at you as though you are there to be consumed and to appeal to them has become a mainstream okay thing to do. And I would also say that there have been more than enough times when my appearance has received unsolicited commentary that I'm not making these feelings up. I also think what feeds into this is that women are taught being beautiful and attractive to men is the most important thing. That's something I've definitely internalized, so I think I act it out sometimes regardless of whether there even are eyes on me. That's what the panopticon is. Ugh. I hate myself and my degree. This always makes me think about that Margaret Atwood quote, which I might be taking completely out of context because I've never read any of her work, but this is the internet, so that's fine, right? The one where she talks about how woman is her own voyeur and you are a woman with a man inside of her watching a woman. I think about that a lot and I'm like, damn it, Margaret Atwood, how dare you read me so well? Of course it's okay to want to be beautiful or to be told you're beautiful, but I think also sometimes saying fuck it and just being ugly and knowing that you don't owe being hot or constant poise to the world is crucial as well. Like, I am surrounded by men spitting on the ground and taking off their shirts with abandon, and I would like to walk through the world with that kind of disregard for the gaze of others. Not the spitting thing though, that's disgusting. I'm against it. Basically, I like my body, and I would like to live in it as unaffected as possible by other people's interpretations of it. I'd really like to hear what you guys think and what you would make out of plasticine. I'm gonna go and bite an ice lolly in public now, and I'll see you guys again soon.